So we might get started. I know that people are very busy, as I said. So I'd like to thank everyone for inviting me to speak on this Monday, as I said. And my business is called Mind, Body, Joy, because I believe that if you have a healthy, calm, stress-free mind, your body also follows and you have more joy in your life. And I'm not sure that a lot of people are aware that everyone has a priceless gift. And this gift quite often is saved for special occasions, and then we unwrap that gift and we use it, and then we pack it away again for another special occasion, or we save it for the weekend. So what is this special gift? Well, it's the gift of the power of joy. Now, I talk about the power of joy as being like a cloak. It's like a cloak that arms me and keeps me anchored for everyday life. It also helps me get through life challenges. But we all have the power of joy to use every single day. So why do we keep it wrapped up until we're celebrating, or we've stopped work for the week and we're enjoying a weekend, when we can use this power of joy to empower us every single day? So there are a lot of health benefits to having the power of joy and happiness in your life every day. So I thought I'd go through some of the health benefits first and then take you through an exercise where you can start to feel, hi Gabby, thank you for joining. Lovely to have you here. So I thought I'd explain the health benefits, because there are health benefits for having joy in your life. And there are many other benefits that you can find. And so firstly, endorphins. For those who don't know what endorphins are, it's that fabulous feeling you get when you've done exercising or you've exerted yourself. You just get that rush of endorphins. Hi, thank you. And you do feel really well. So the other thing that we get also is dopamine. Now, you may have heard this referred to as the happy hormone. I think Lisa Curry actually has a Facebook page called the happy hormone. So who doesn't want to have a happy hormone? We have our life ruled by hormones, so who doesn't want a happy one? So if we can use the power of joy and happiness to get a happy hormone, why don't we use it? The other things that we get also is that if we become chronically depressed, sad or stressed, there are brain structures that actually shrink. And I won't give you the technical term for it, but these brain structures actually shrink. And that feels like your whole body is just under immense pressure. If you've had depression, or you know someone who's had depression, you can just feel everything just feels tight and sad, and you can see it in their face. So when you have the power of joy and happiness, thank you for the hearts, you actually can increase these brain structures. And if anyone's interested in the technical term, I can share it at the end. But these actually plump up. It's like the cells in your bloodstream. The happier you are, the less stressed you are, the better you're going to feel. And then what's another health benefit? Improved memory. Now, who thinks that happiness can give you improved memory? So many benefits that we could do. We could change the world. I could go on and on. But improved memory, when you think about it, the less stressed you are, the more you're able to take in, and the better you can remember things. I'm sure as a mum, you're trying to remember to get school lunches, or you're trying to pack your work lunch. You've got to get to the car. You've got to fill in excursion forms. And the more you try and cram in, the more you actually forget. You're like, I need to write down a list. But the more relaxed you are, the more you have the endorphins, the happy hormones, and the more your memory improves. Now, what a fabulous benefit for everyone. The other thing is, and this has been scientifically researched, is that the less stress you have on your life, and this is where all these groups are coming up about mindfulness, is the less stressed you are, the more relaxed you are, the more your body can heal itself quickly. So better endorphins, the happy hormone, improved memory, healing. Who wouldn't want that? And here's a kicker. If you have the power of joy in your life where you feel relaxed, calm, and just full of energy, you actually look younger. Now again, this is scientifically proven. This is just not me making this up, because the more you smile, the happier you are, you actually tone your facial muscles. Yes, you might get some happy lines here, but it's been shown that you look younger. Who doesn't want to look younger just through having a happy hormone and the power of joy? And if you go and do this after I get off this live, go and look in the mirror and do sad face and stressed and worried, and then you put on a smile, you look younger without even the toning of the muscles. And another little hint that I'll give you before we get on to our exercise is that if you have a really good belly laugh, like one where you have tears rolling down your eyes with your girlfriends on a girlfriend's weekend away, it burns 40 calories every laugh. Just a little side note there that might help some people. The last benefit I'd like to talk to you about is sleeping benefits. Again, if you have the power of joy, the calmness, the happy hormone, you can actually sleep better. Now, again, people say this is common sense, but it's been researched that if you actually watch a funny video, cat video or whatever, or you put on Laurel and Hardy or something that really tickles your funny bone before you go to bed, something that really makes you laugh, you actually sleep better. We could change the world with this power of joy, do away with prescriptions if we could. If we could just get people to feel the benefit of joy and happiness, it really changes your life. Now, who am I to know about changing my life? Do I have the power of joy in my life? Yes, I do. I don't just have the name. I've had my life challenges as well. And my life challenges have been growing up with a mother with chronic illness, losing my sister-in-law to cancer, losing my husband to cancer, having to go from a happy marriage to a single mum raising 2 children. I know, and you can hear it in my voice, excuse me, I know this works. This is how it's got me through my life. And I know that if I'm going through something challenging, thank you, that's gorgeous, people, that I can change my life. Now, it doesn't take away sadness, grief, depression, but it certainly helps you get through. And the more I look at the positives, the more I have the power of joy. Oh, thank you. I love the love hearts. The more I have power of joy in my life, I know. I just imagine it, and everyone will imagine this differently. I imagine it like a beautiful cape around me that arms me to get through my daily life. And with my clients, we do this next exercise that I'm going to take you through. But I wanted to share with you that I do know this works personally, and I've taken up my profession of helping people because I'm so passionate about mind, body, and the power of joy. So I'm not sure if you've got a pen or paper handy, but here's a little exercise, and if you're going to watch this later on, just go to here if you've seen the introduction, and I'd love you to do this exercise, not in a rushed manner. But what I'd like you to do now is think about what fills your heart with joy. What is that emotion of joy for you? And the definition of joy is quite difficult, I think, to explain, even though my name's Joy. The definition of what fills my heart with joy is like something that just is indescribable. It makes me happy. It can make me emotional. It can make me smile. It's a description that just fills me totally and completely. So what fills your heart with joy is my question. And I'll give you some examples of what fills my heart with joy. My children fill my heart with joy. My grandchildren, I have 2 beautiful grandchildren and 3 step-grandchildren. I see them and my heart just fills with joy. I have a step-great-granddaughter. Absolutely. Children and grandsons, Gabby, it's exactly right. And most people will say children. I love walking along the beach with holding my partner's hand. That also fills me with joy. Swimming. I love something spiritual for me is swimming. Other people might say the smell of freshly mown grass or walking in the bush. So I think there's 4 people on here live. I really love you to have just a moment to think about what really fills your heart with joy. And Gabby, I've seen you've got your children and your grandson. Absolutely. Now, if there's anyone else on here, I'd love to hear what fills your heart with joy. And Gabby, there may be some other things. What other things fill your heart with joy? What's something you love doing for yourself that fills your heart with joy? So I'll give everyone a moment to have a think about that. And keep that feeling. So for Gabby, we'll talk about kids. We've all got kids. We're all mums. So let's focus on what is it about our kids that fill our heart with joy. For me, I love it when they come in and they wrap their arms around my neck. Or when my son, who's in his 30s, just gives me a peck on the cheek and goes, "I love you, Mum." Or hearing one of my grandkids laugh when I tickle them. So what I'm getting to is that most of the things people like that fill their heart with joy are free or inexpensive. If you want to go to the beach and you don't live near the beach and you love walking on the sand. If you love the feel of the lawn under your bare feet, that's free. So we don't have to wait to open up our little gift of the power of joy for special occasions. We can have them every day. And this is what I'm trying to get people to think about, is that why do we wait? When the power of joy has so many benefits, why do we wait until the weekend? Or why do we wait until the family's all together? Gabby's just said, absolutely. Seeing your grandson is an incredible feeling, so much love. And how often can we see? Sometimes we can't see our grandkids all the time. But the next part of this exercise is grab onto that feeling. Close your eyes and really tap into that feeling. Imagine that your grandson is there in front of you, or imagine you've got your bare feet on the grass if you can't actually do it. If you're in a busy office space and you're working and you just feeling so much overwhelmed that you want that power of joy to give you the strength to go on, go to the toilet or go to the coffee shop or somewhere for a couple of minutes. Close your eyes and tap into what fills your heart with joy. Really just imagine that, block out all the noise and absolutely, Belinda, 5 minutes of peace and quiet. And you can really amp up that peace and quiet by imagining something that fills your heart with joy. And that really gives you the strength to go on. And I'm with you. Peace and quiet, a beautiful cup of tea in a lovely china cup and saucer just makes you feel your heart with joy. It relaxes you. So I'd like everyone now, whatever it is that fills your heart with joy, if you could just close your eyes and really tap into that feeling. And we can do a little what's called an anchoring exercise with this, where you can imagine I'm doing this now, sorry for the Fitbit. that I'm thinking about swimming in the beach and I'm imagining it, and I'm just going to keep tapping myself and I'm thinking about it. So for Gabby, it's for you, your grandson. Imagine your grandson. And Belinda, your peace and quiet. And what this does, it actually anchors it there. So after this Facebook Live, if you can go and do this for a couple of minutes, 5 minutes of peace and quiet every single day for a couple of days, close your eyes, really amp it up, see it, smell everything that's in that moment. You know, if you've got a baby, you can smell the talcum powder and their lovely, beautiful, shampooy hair. Hopefully not the smelly nappy. But whatever you can see and feel and smell and hear, really turn that up. And as you're doing it, just tap your hand gently. And what this does is that if you are in a state of overwhelm or you feel not so joyful and you want to feel fabulous, you want to get that flood of a happy hormone and the endorphins coming through your body, which will enable you to get on with your day, you don't even need to close your eyes. Just tap wherever you have set it and you will automatically get it. The brain will remember the pathway. And the more you do it, the more you'll get to the stage where you don't even need to tap. You just go, power of joy, I need this, and it'll come because it remembers it. It's a very simple technique. It's called anchoring. It's a bit difficult to do via live, but again, imagine what fills your heart with joy. Close your eyes, see it, hear it, smell it, see it, hear it, smell it. Is there a taste if you're at the sea? And as you're doing it, just tap your hand and that will create what's known as a neuron pathway and your brain will remember it. And as I said, by tapping it, if you're in the office and your boss is going crazy at you or the kids in the middle of the night are screaming or fighting and you're trying to get dinner, just tapping that will actually give you those feelings. And the more you ramp it up, really smell it, see it, feel that power of joy, the more it's going to give you the response. So it's just a really simple exercise that I find helps. And this has really helped me in my life. I call it the power of joy because for me it is. It's the power that just gets me. And, you know, it helps you look more positively. And I'm talking about anchors, but it really does anchor you. You look at things differently if you're happy. And if you can get into an overwhelmed state and just quickly anchor yourself by tapping your hand, who wouldn't want that? So I would recommend that you try this later. If you're interested in me sending out to you this method just with a couple of lines of going over what I've done, I'm happy to do that for you. And also, I've also got what's known as the 3-minute to calm method. So I've developed that specifically for busy mums and busy people as well that can also help you with the power of joy. So is there any questions for anyone? Because I'll go over this, the summary again, but is there any questions that anyone has about either how to visualize or anchor, about the feelings and how to do this, or about the health benefits? I'm happy to go over those again for you. So I'd love to hear if you think this is helpful to you before I summarise. How did everyone go with the exercise? And again, it's quite difficult to do on Facebook Live, but you can replay this later. It will be on the Monday Motivating Mums videos. And Gabby, you've got to go to work. Lovely. You have a wonderful day. Don't forget to fill every single day with joy. Lovely to have you here. Thank you. Bye-bye. So that's probably about it. I'm just going to do the summary one more time. The health benefits of the power of joy are the release of endorphins, release of the happy hormone, Thank you, Belinda. Dopamine, you have improved memory, you sleep well. Thanks, Gabby. I'll put up my Facebook page there if anyone's interested, and that's got all my contact details on there. And remembering to envisage, thank you for the hearts, envisage what fills your heart with joy. Close your eyes, immerse yourself into that. Tapping your hand anchors it, and then in the future when you need it, you just need to tap your hands to get that surge of the power of joy. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me, and thank you for having me on the Motivating Mums Facebook page. I will just pop in my Facebook link if anyone's interested. I do have workshops working on the power of joy, so a lot more in-depth, a lot more practice to do. They're a 3-hour workshop, and if anyone's interested, just contact me through the Facebook page. I haven't come on here to promote. I'm really passionate about having people feel the power of joy so that your mind and your body is aligned and you just glow. So thank you very much. I hope you have a fabulous day. And as I always say, joy from mind, body, joy. Make sure you fill every single day with joy. Bye for now. Make it a good one.